Welcome to Compact Claustrophobia. This mod pack is based around creating bigger and bigger boxes to enlarge your technological advance, and right now I'm taking a break from RL Craft just because it takes so long to get that mod pack started. So you'll see I am making some dirt that I can scavenge through after punching the wall, and I just poop myself. One of the most valuable resources in this pack, surprisingly. So the entire basis of this mod is made off of scavenging materials out of the walls that are an infinite resource that you can get pretty much every ore in the game out of. So after making some trees and hitting the wall with a wooden pickaxe, you can gather some stones, and I use those stones to make a stone pickaxe, and that pickaxe is able to mine out iron from the walls. And of course I make an iron pickaxe out of that stone pickaxe, out of the stone iron dust, might I say. And I begin sifting dust, which is completely useless. I can't even use this yet. Right now the entire goal is just moving towards getting the first multi-block, which is a compacting machine that allows you to make more and more tiny machines. So making this modularium dust right here, this is the main component of the entire pack. You basically can't do anything without modularium dust. Modularium dust turns into the blocks that make up the tiny machines, and it is used all the way into the late game, requiring you to use thousands and thousands of these ingots to make machines. So now that we have created the multi-block, yes, I know, I time skipped a lot there. I lost some of the footage. That was me making the multi-block, but it is pretty simple and becomes outdated pretty soon. So it won't be too necessary later on. So after a little bit, I'm able to make my first tiny compact machine of many, and this machine allows me to move out of this tiny room that I'm stuck in, and get a little more space to operate in. My first venture is making an auto farm, so I don't have to keep hitting the walls over and over in order to get my materials. The way that you're able to do that is using auto clickers and whatever pickaxe you want the materials to come out of. Iron pickaxes are able to mine uranium, redstone, tin, and nickel. These are all materials used into the late game to make alloys and everything else. One thing I completely always forget to do when I make a new compact machine is set my spawn. So you'll see me fuse into blocks pretty often just because of my own forgetfulness. After a little bit of that auto clicker working, I am able to make a new compact machine, and this machine allows me to move out all of my stuff from that one main area with the huge multi-block in it blocking all the area. And I'm able to move all my items in there and have a better setup of where I want to keep all my operation going. So after moving my base over, I'm able to get a little more progress done, aka smashing the walls with my pickaxe, making a few more things, and after a little bit I am able to make my first machine, which is a sawmill from thermal expansion. This sawmill allows me to make sawdust and a whole bunch of other stuff like bioblend, which allows me to duplicate my very valuable caca. Unfortunately, I forget to add sawdust to this bioblend, and there we go. Duplicated poop. Yummy. So, that poop sewage water is able to turn into treated planks, which is needed to make the very first immersive engineering crafting table. I make a new tiny compact machine to put this table in. Unfortunately, I am completely unable to use it. The reason why I'm not able to use this is because I need lapis. And in order to get lapis, you need to make a steel pickaxe. And to get steel, you need to blow up iron. So this is basically completely useless to me right now. After a little bit more poop throwing, I'm able to generate some nitrate out of dust and sewage. Niter, sorry. This niter is able to be turned into gunpowder, which can be then turned into TNT to make some steel. I immediately, of course, forget that I made this niter and go on to make an auto tree farm that produces about 5 pieces of tree, and then I immediately give up on it. The reason why I got so sidetracked here is because I went out and came back to my gameplay after a little bit, and I completely forgot what I was doing. So back to actually doing what the game wants me to do. I'm able to produce some TNT from using that niter and sulfur and blow up these iron blocks. This series is going to be kind of a on the side type of thing while I'm trying to get the RL Craft videos out. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. See you next time.